Now, Illinois Representative Krishnamurthi, a Democratic member of the Intelligence and Oversight and Reform Committees. Congressman, awfully good to see you. Happy Easter, sir, if you're celebrating. And we talk about these payments, which will be a gift to some, certainly on this holiday, as they begin being made. It comes just a few days after the president removed the lead watchdog overseeing that $2 trillion coronavirus package. How much does this affect your confidence in getting all this money to the right places?
Unfortunately, it shakes my confidence and those of my colleagues. You know, at the end of the day, the president has fired, I think, 2 or 3 inspectors general just within the last few days and installed his own White House attorney as another inspector general. And here's the deal, which is that the money as part of the CARES Act is the taxpayers' money, not the president's money. And so the taxpayers get to decide how that money is spent. It needs to be spent in the national interest, not for Donald Trump's personal or political benefit. And that's why we need the oversight right now.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the president has been weighing the question, when do we start to reopen parts of the economy? And he spoke with Fox News about that last night. How critical do you think this decision is? Do you trust that the president will make the right call on this?
Well, unfortunately, his decision-making up till now has raised serious questions. Alex, you know, because of investigations by the media, we know that the president ignored the warnings of public health experts leading up to the decision to finally enforce social distancing. But those warnings had been made even as early as February. And now we have to make sure that the public health experts and the science is followed, not any other consideration getting in the way of that. Because the worst thing that could happen is reopening the economy and then all of a sudden the virus ferociously reappearing and putting us back where we started. And so we have to first make sure that we stop and kill the virus as much as we possibly can before we reopen the economy.
I'm curious how your constituents are reacting to that dilemma, if you will. There's so many who are out of work, I'm sure, and who need to get back to work, but they want to be healthy and safe. Which side, if you will, clamors more loudly? Stay safe or get us back to work so we can get back to making money?
I think overwhelmingly people say stay safe, end the virus, end the pandemic. But at the same time, we know that it's wreaking economic devastation. Yeah. So, for instance, small businesses are really collapsing around us. And that's why, you know, I was a small business owner in the last Great Recession. I felt that the federal government really ignored us. And so this time around, my office had a hand in creating what's called the PPP program, a law which is designed to essentially save these small businesses and, most importantly, save their payrolls and the workers who are there. It's gotten off to a rocky start with regard to implementation. It's getting better now, but that program is essential. But another thing that's also essential, Alex, is we've got to help states and local authorities. They're hemorrhaging cash. Dramatic budget holes are appearing in their budgets. And so we have to help them, because the last thing in the world we need is a situation where we're helping small businesses on the one hand, but on the other hand, these states might be contemplating revenue hikes or dramatic cuts in services later on that could hurt these very businesses and working families we're trying to help.
Complicated, to say the least. Illinois Democratic Representative Krishnamurthi, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.